To understand what is good and what is evil in Zoroastrianism, let us first identify the terms. I have seen many Western authors mix up the two. One goes as far to say that the Iranians called their land related to Ahriman, apparently confusing the word Ahriman with a complete opposite term, Ahriman. So here it is. Ahura is symbol of good and Ahriman is symbol of evil. Since Ahura never creates chaos, storm, earthquake, death, or any devilry, Zoroastrians don't have to justify all these as godly or punishment, because to them, Ahura will never punish one man for another man's sin. They clearly identify what is Ahurai or godly and what is Ahrimani or devilry. Hold that little argument that absence of one creates the other. Say absence of light is darkness or absence of heat is cold. Zoroastrians may not be very good at all colors, but you are well advised not to argue with them about black and white. Welcome to the Iranian House of Demons. In Zoroastrianism, everything that enters the human body is considered good and life-giving, thus Ahurai, and everything that leaves the human body is dead, thus Ahrimani. For instance, the air we breathe in is life-giving, or Ahurai. The air we exhale is toxic, thus Ahrimani. Birth is Ahurai and godly, and death is Ahrimani. It is easy to see why Zoroastrian did not believe in animal sacrifice, because death is associated with Ahriman. They went as far as not to burn the cow dung because that was supposed to be Ahrimani, thus polluting the fire. In the last episode, we talked about 3 major Deeves. I know I spelled it 3 different ways too. Just pronounce it Deeve, as in Steve. Sokhanchin, or telltale, slanderer Deeve, who makes up lies and spins everything until you get completely dizzy and confused within all lies. 2. Deeve Rashk, or demon of jealousy, who shows you nothing is fair, and how despite all your hard work, someone else always gets the benefit. And Deeve Kin, or vengeance, who is actually worshipped like God because they translate it in a different way at any time. In this episode, let us do 2 things. 1. What demons we should watch for. 2. How demons may find a way to enter our body and assume our characters like body snatchers. The next fascinating Deeve is Oz. Deeve Oz swallows everything but is never satisfied. According to Bondahesh, the demon of greed is in an open field and looks out, and his sight has no boundaries. He can see wealth beyond his land and snatches treasures of other people with whatever force he can. With his long hands, with sharp hooks for fingers, he can snatch things from far away, but cannot take anything out from his pocket because the sharp hooks scrape his body. Deeve Oz works around the clock with no stopping. They say he can't sleep because he has no eyelids. Perhaps people who fall victim to Oz are interpreted as enterprising, but let's see the next Deeve and see if this is the same. Say you have crushed your competitors and annihilated all the powerful demons you could find. Now, you may inadvertently welcome a new demon into your life. The Deeve Taromad, or Arrogance, who produces condescension. Taromad is bigger than all Deeves. people may call him arrogance, but he cares not. This Deeve anyone who is inflicted by Taromad may scare off the competitors by boastfully talking about their qualities. This is one of those examples of talking loudly and carrying a small tracer gun. Those who succumb to this Deeve grow bigger and bigger in power. But alas, always there is that little thingy called Achilles heel. For instance, see how the Deeve Taromad took hold of the King of Kings, Jamshid, and then the other wannabe King of Kings, Yazdgerd of the Sassanid Empire. Both were toppled by small armies of barefooted benefactors with homemade weapons. If one type of people are beaten by Deeve Oz or greed, the ones who work 24/7 just to have a few $1 million more saved, and if Deeve Taromad or arrogance constantly pushes some people overboard to beat every competitor, and you can feel related to neither one, you need not feel left out in Zoroastrianism, because we all know that there are 3 types of people. Okay, 4. Please allow me to introduce Deeve Bushasp, or Sleeper Deeve, and her partner, Deeve Tanbaly. Deeve Bushasp is a wonderful singer of lullabies with hundreds of songs about trees, flowers, mountains, and rivers. She snugs you in with a warm blanket and sings you the sweet lullabies when you really want to sleep, just around the sunrise. And then she reads you suspenseful stories so that you think it is that unfinished dream that you have to sleep a little more to see how it ends. The far-reaching, long-handed Bushasp has long been partnered with another Deeve named Tanbaly or Laziness. Deeve Tanbaly constantly reminds you of how hard you have worked and how badly you need a vacation, and then how badly you need to rest after you have taken a vacation. Deeve Lethargy or Tanbaly is a big guy who sits on people's lap and drains them of their energy. It often poses riddles that most people cannot solve. For instance, why should you do something today if it can be done tomorrow? Some of the followers of this demon are highly respected in Iran as Akhund, or priests, poets, astrologers, and some have been credited in the West as inventors of useful stuff, and sometimes useless stuff. You notice that Zoroastrian demons often snatch our characters and become us, so no one can paint a good picture of them. That's one reason the Zoroastrian mythology didn't stress on anthropomorphized characters such as the ones in Greece and Norway. On the next episode, we will see the humanized demons. Yes, humanized. The ones you actually can see. See the figurines, bas-reliefs, statues, and paintings of the next batch of the Iranian demons. Bull Man, Scorpion Man, Akvan, and the White Demon, to have named a few. These demons are said to do everything in reverse. We hope to cover the demons for what they really are, because in Iran, suddenly the place that was on the east for a long time, say Bakhtar or Bactria, can turn into Khavar, which is west, for no apparent reason. So it is ironically possible that the Iranian Deeves were once gods. So let's peek through this thing. But remember, this may be a two-way mirror.